This video is walking you guys through your syllabus and your course calendar, and I'm going to go as quickly as I can. Make sure you pay attention because there is a quiz that follows this. So if you need to email me, please do so using the Canvas email functionality. The course runs from October 17th to December 14th. Obviously, it's an 8-week course online. And basically, American Lit to 1865 takes us from those early canonical texts all the way up through the Civil War as we look at the sort of burgeoning American identity that's developed along those different time periods. Like I said in one of my videos, we will look at not only the canonical text, but we'll be looking at some of those more marginalized voices as well, because I think that's incredibly important to see those voices that we don't always get to see in lit classes. So you guys can kind of read the course goals and outcomes for yourself, but make sure that you have access to the Canvas and to the Canvas email. Make sure you have those notifications turned on. That's how I'll communicate with you guys every week. It's how I'll communicate with you if there's one-on-one communication that's needed. And make sure that you have the appropriate applications. In this case, that just means Microsoft Word. Make sure you have that. That's how your major essays and writing assignments need to be turned in. They have to be Word documents. They can't be text PDF or any other pages, files. Must be a Word doc. And that's because those other file types can change the formatting. And we use MLA in this class, so we have to stick to that formatting. The textbook, the colleges require the textbook, which is the Norton American Anthology of American Lit, beginnings to 1865. It's volumes A and B. Any edition is fine. I will, as you will see in the videos, I actually was given the 8th edition for teaching a couple years ago. They came out with the 9th edition. I didn't have that, so the lectures reference the 8th edition page numbers, but I have put the 9th edition page numbers in every one of the assignments so that you always have access to the right page numbers. It just means sometimes you may need to pause the lecture to go find the exact page. There is an online version, I believe, of all these texts as well, and you can find a lot of these online as well. Everything else will be made available by me online. Canvas, by now you guys know that the college is on Canvas. This is what we use. Make sure you're familiar with it. Make sure you understand how to use it. There is a Canvas 101 video that you'll watch in this first week, which will just help you understand how to use Canvas specifically for this course, especially if you are new to the online courses. This is an important note. Instruction is self-paced to an extent. So what I've done is I've actually opened up all 8 weeks of the course at once. So you actually have access to all 8 weeks of the course. You are welcome to work ahead if you like. That does not mean my grading will necessarily be 4 or 5 weeks ahead. I will be grading on each week that we go through. But you are welcome to work ahead if you have, say, something coming up, a holiday, a family event, a sporting event, whatever it might be. It gives you the flexibility to do that. And on a weekly basis, everything is due on each week at Sunday at 11:59 p.m. of that week. What that does is it gives you the flexibility to work as you need throughout the week. So if it's your work schedule, your family schedule, your school schedule, whatever it might be. So I've done my best to give you guys as much flexibility as humanly possible in the course. So just make sure that you are staying on top of your assignments. And like I said, if you want to work ahead, you're more than welcome to. So the course basically has 3 very short units. Each one kind of takes us up through a different movement or period from the beginnings to 1865. We're going to start with Columbus and Cabeza de Vaca in the early settlement unit. That first essay is 15%. Then we move on to a combined Enlightenment and Romanticism unit. Normally in a longer course, I split these two out, but here I've combined them just for time's sake. That essay is 20%, and then your third unit is about the Transcendentalism unit, which takes us up to 1865. That's 25%. Together, that's 60%. The remaining 40% comes from quizzes, collectively 10%. Major writing assignments outside of essays, those are 5. Weekly blogs are 10. Discussion boards collectively are 10, and then attendance and participation is 5. You guys understand the grading scale. You know the incompletes are really for extreme extenuating circumstances. If that does happen, say you have a long-term hospitalization or something of that nature, Then we work together, work with the college to determine a date at which you'll finish the course, and then you finish the course by that date. Everything, like I said, is submitted each week by 11:59 p.m. Oops, I said Blackboard. I'm sorry, this is old. Canvas by 11:59 p.m. each week of that week. So the link or the essay link or whatever it might be will close at that point. So every week is kind of designated as a Monday through Friday designation, and then everything is listed as having the due date on Sunday. We do use MLA in this class. So MLA basically means 1-inch margins all around, double spaced, certain font types, and 12-point font, and it has a header in the top left, page numbers in the top right. There is an MLA guidelines that's available to you guys through the additional resources module at the very top of the modules page. So if you're not familiar with MLA, how to cite with MLA, how to format with MLA, I definitely recommend going to look at that. There's a written document and also a video that kind of explains it all. Everything is checked through Turnitin for plagiarism detection tool. Just make sure you note that. Late work is not accepted because A, it is an 8-week course. It's very fast paced. B, I've given you as much flexibility as I possibly can to work not only throughout the week the way that best fits your schedule, but to work ahead if you want, if you need. So it's your responsibility to make sure you stay on top of it, make sure you take advantage of that flexibility, and make sure that you are keeping on top of all of your assignments. Grades can be tracked throughout the semester, the course, in the Canvas Gradebook tool. I keep things up to date pretty quickly. The general rule is that the instructor has 2 weeks to return major assignments to you. Given the nature of this course, I do my best to try and get everything graded within a week's time so that you have your grades before you begin or as you begin the next week's work. But for major writing assignments, I do teach other sections as well. It can take sometimes just a little bit longer, so up to 2 weeks. There is an attendance policy in place per TCC, even though we don't meet in person. If you're missing more than 15% of cumulative class instruction, then the instructor has the right to drop you from the class. So just make sure you're not doing that. Make sure you are just, participating, emailing me about things if you need to, and completing your assignments, and you should be fine. The withdrawal policy information is right there for you. Participation, as I said, pretty simple. Just make sure you're completing your assignments, staying in contact with me if need be, and completing all of your work. Important class dates. October 17th is the first day of class. Final add drop date is November 24th, as I understand. Thanksgiving break is November 21st to 25th. There will be no work that week, and December 14th is the last day of class. Plagiarism, you guys know this. Please don't plagiarize. It's pretty simple. Plagiarism in this case not only constitutes copying another work or another person's ideas, whether that's from the internet or from another student's assignments or from another college. It also means self-plagiarism, so that's reusing work, recycling work, copying and pasting previous work into new assignments, either from this course or from other courses. Turnitin is really good. It will take me directly to whatever source material has been copied. It will highlight it for me. It'll take me directly to that source, compare it for me, and you guys have access to all of the plagiarism reports as soon as you turn them in. As soon as you turn your assignments in, so you'll know exactly what that report says. So it's very simple. If you plagiarize, you'll receive a possible failing grade on the assignment. You're subject to possible failure in the course. You can face suspension or expulsion as well from extracurriculars or even from the college. So it is very, very simple. Do not do it. It's not worth it for a max 3-page paper, I believe, 3 to 4 page paper. So just don't do it. It's pretty simple. Also, on this note, please make sure you're not trying to change the formatting to, different margins or extra space between paragraphs or punctuation size 13, that kind of thing. Because I do download every single essay and I do make sure that I change all of the formatting, change the margins, change everything. So just please don't do it. It's just a waste of time. Instructor information. If you email me, I'll respond within 24 hours as long as you're emailing through Canvas. That's the email I check every day. Like I said, everything is allowed to be returned within 2 weeks to you guys, I do my best to try and make that a lot quicker. Online office hours can be held upon request. There's a function within Canvas that allows us to do that. And then if you need support services, it's right here. If you have an accommodation that's needed, you need to contact the Disability Support Services Office, and they will facilitate some paperwork, which has to be signed between myself and the office and you. So we'll make sure to get whatever accommodation is needed enacted. And last but not least, make sure you have access to the internet. Make sure you have access to Canvas, to the Microsoft Office suite, specifically Microsoft Word, which again, you can get through the college if you need to. And if you have a technical power outage, I believe this is the 24/7 help desk. So you can call them. I believe there's an email as well. You should also send me an email at the time of the issue. I have been teaching on Canvas for many years, so I might be able to help. Send a screenshot. I'll do my best to guide you or point you hopefully to the right person who can help. So that's the syllabus. And then real quick, high level, the course calendar you guys will see every week has a detailed overview of what the week is, along with all of the assignments, which is pretty easy to follow. But at a high level, our first 2 weeks are going to be Unit 1. So this week is going to be all about getting started in the course, those early settler texts, Columbus and Cabeza de Vaca. And then next week, in the second week, you're going to read Anne Bradstreet. And then you'll complete your first essay assignment, which is a very, very short essay. And it's due on Sunday, October 30th at 11:59 p.m. Second unit is our Enlightenment and Romanticism unit that moves us up into the Enlightenment, which is sort of the era of our founding fathers. And you'll read things like Ben Franklin and Jefferson, John and Abigail Adams. In week 4, you guys are going to move into a selection of female poets, including Judith Sargent Murray, a choice of a poet that's from several options, and Phyllis Wheatley. And then you'll also quickly move into the next sort of movement, which is Romanticism by reading Longfellow. And in week 5, you'll move into reading a short story from Edgar Allan Poe, which I'm sure you are all familiar with. And then in that week, you're going to look at your second essay assignment and complete that essay, which is due on Sunday, November 20th. Again, no work on Thanksgiving. Enjoy it. Enjoy your time off. And then when you guys get back, it's really closing out the semester with just a couple weeks. So you're going to look at, not Unit 4, Unit 3, Transcendentalism. And then you're going to read Ralph Waldo Emerson, Whitman, and Dickinson. And then your essay is, and then you'll close out by reading Frederick Douglass. And then you write your last essay, which is due on Sunday, December 11th. At 11:59 p.m. And then last but not least, this finals week, we do not have a final in this course. So instead, I'm offering extra credit opportunities available to you guys that week. And if you choose to take advantage of them, that's due by Tuesday, December 13th. So that's it. If you have any questions, let me know. But otherwise, go ahead and move on.